jump down here to R, Public Service District resignation of member. We already did that. No, I just read the letter, sorry.
Yeah.
Have to have a motion to accept his resignation. Kerry Schaefer. Kerry Schaefer. Motion made to accept the resignation of Kerry Schaefer. All in favor, aye. All opposed? Nay. Ayes have it. Okay, last item on here, executive assistant. Do I need to sign this contract for him to finish painting the museum? Who has to sign it? I suppose I should. Me?
Probably it's president commission.
Well, I know the people over at the museum are very happy with what's going on outside and inside.
That has to be signed too, doesn't it?
You can make copies of this before you give it back. Well, here they do.
Huh?
He needs these contracts, right? So we need to make copies.
What about the pictures?
There's your file. Start a file.
You coming down with something bad?
Okay. Executive assistant, that's our last item. Thank you. Look. Other than budget revisions and invoices.
Looking for comments?
I'm looking for help. Is that a comment?
Well, I think that, personally, I think that we need an executive assistant or administrative assistant. I'm not sure what the proper term should be. But we need someone who can, if you want to call it, keep the ball rolling on issues, and so that we don't lose track of certain items. If we approve one meeting and it doesn't immediately get implemented, we need someone that can follow through. We need someone who can foresee problems. We need someone who can give us information. As I said in the one meeting, I would prefer not to have to act on a lot of these items until I've had time to review them. So, that's my feeling. I think we probably have to determine to make sure that we can afford a person, and we may have to do a little research on whether we need somebody part-time, full-time. We also have to look at where this person will be located in the courthouse. I've got a suggestion as to that. I think that what we could do is this section up here, we could make this off limits to the abstractors, and this could be the area for an administrative assistant. Put a desk in here, and this would be their office, and I assume that they would be attending the county commission meetings, so they would have their desk right here available, and so anyway, that's my suggestion.
Yeah, he's gonna want it first.
Do we have any other opinions?
My opinion is, I think we need something. We really do. But we're getting into a lot of gas and oil business here, and this county's moving fast. Too fast for the commission. That's my personal opinion, all right? We need some help, we need some professional help. And I'm not talking about a year from now, I'm talking about soon.
I'm just afraid it's gonna cause some confusion. Because I've heard other rumors of other counties that have those concepts.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'm afraid it's gonna cause confusion. I've heard other counties having executive director that causes conflict.
With who?
With everybody in the courthouse.
I'd like to know, I'd like to know more about how that, the person is going to work directly under the commission. I'm assuming they are. And I don't know,
I think you would have to be really specific on the duties,
yeah,
because there was an administrative assistant here at one time,
yeah.
and it caused a lot of problems.
Well, I'm sure that the job description will be written. It has to be, job description has to be written. I guess,
I mean, I get a lot of the stuff that probably an executive assistant would end up getting. I don't have an assistant under me. We wanted to eliminate some confusion because they can't assume a deputy clerk role, or else they couldn't be your executive assistant by the time. You could put them under the prosecutor's office as a part-time assistant to me, handling the county commission issues, and just funnel everything that way. That's something I'd call it. I call it right in.
That sounds better.
I mean, that way you eliminate, look, the prosecutor's office works for you guys when things come through. So you just funnel everything through the executive system up there. And if there was a legal issue, then she would just push it by, he or she would just push it by.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
And I'm not, I don't know if that'd work or not, I was just trying to look, she brought up the good thing about confusion, you know? If you're thinking someone to prepare reports for you, I mean, that's easily something I could like facilitate with the system as well.
Do you want me to tell Julie to give you a holler, see if he can find
Now, I don't know where. to
okay,
go.
now, would this person take some work off of you?
Do what the correspondence,
Huh?
the minutes is my job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in the code.
Yeah,
I would take correspondence, something like that.
Did they take, could you use some help with this?
If they wanted to do more correspondence, they could try. I think the problem was
Thank you.
I don't want to say the person because I know the person really well, and she's over there now, but she was going from office to office and trying to run everybody's office, and we're elected officials, just the same as you all are.
Yeah.
And, you know, that created a problem.
Yeah, I understand.
And that's something you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree 100% with that. And my concept would, the person would not be, and I don't even want to say this, but my concept is not that this person would be the next in line from the county, down from the county commission as far as the pecking order in the courthouse. With that being said, what I'm looking for is someone to coordinate, someone to research. The person could work with grants, at least to the extent of knowing and finding and seeing the need. It's just to assist the county commission rather than, my concept was not to oversee the other offices, because as you say, each elected person in the
We know our office and we know what the
Right.
law requires us to do.
right, and you're required to do certain things by law, and doesn't make any difference what a third party thinks. You have to do what the law says, but that's my concept.
Now, this person, would you want a full-time person, or would it be part-time, or how would you want to do it?
Myself, I would think part-time initially. What do you think, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to take a cautious approach with this, why go full-time at first? That's your prerogative. You may be a position that can just be accomplished through part-time work, or you may find out you have a really good person who's swamped with work,
Right.
at least you have them out there, instead of, you go full-time, there's not a lot of work, there's a lot of confusion, and it doesn't work out.
Right.
I guess we have a question for you, Beth. If we use this space up here for this person to work, how much confusion that's going to cause with abstract?
Well, this is your place, I think.
I know, but I see people up here working.
Yeah, we put them up here because it's easier with what they're doing to keep them out of everybody else's way.
Okay.
But this is your space, you dictate as you want. And if you decide you want to do that,
Well,
we have arrangements.
if we have somebody that works part-time, which sounds like we're going to start out with part-time, they won't be here every day.
Which that would work because the people aren't working up here every day.
Okay.
There's some weeks, there's nobody here at all.
So I guess we need a job description. Need a job description, and I guess we got to advertise, or how do you want to do it? Whatever it is. I'm good with whatever you want to do. I'm not in favor of hiring somebody full-time right now, because I'd like to see how this is going to work out and see if there's enough work for somebody full-time. If it becomes where a person needs to be full-time, I won't hesitate to make that decision. But I don't want to start out right now full-time.
And I personally don't have any problem with it being, with this person being under the supervision of Eric.
I don't need it.
Would this person also be taking care of the webpage whenever the webpage gets set up? You're going to have somebody local to feed in, to put stuff in and update stuff.
Personally, I wouldn't see any problem with that, as long as this can be handled, part-time, at this point. But I know that Doddridge is one of the few counties that doesn't have an administrator or an executive assistant or administrative assistant. And that, if you go to a full-time administrator, and in some of the counties, their salary is pretty high. As a matter of fact, Mr. Tennant told us in Ohio County, now, obviously Ohio County has a lot higher tax base than we have, and they have a lot going on, but their administrative assistant is a combination of administrative assistant and
People stay at some time.
their,
Or something.
yeah, there was, well, no, it was an agency that that oversees development, I believe, and manages the development. And up there, their salary was like $185 a year. And he said this person was well worth it because they had run into problems previously, and this person came in and straightened it out and said everything runs smoothly. And as a matter of fact, he has commented a couple of times that in his county, he's a county commissioner, in his county, there have been 6-minute county commission meetings. But I would be surprised if that were to happen here. But it just proves a point. Things can be very efficient, and that's personally what I'm looking for. You need a motion?
I need discussion from Shirley.
300 hair, and that would be a better,
If you approve it, I can throw together a couple different job descriptions. One where they would be under me, one where they're directly under you, and then you guys can decide what you're going to have that way. You know, it may not be feasible. I may go back to my boss, and it just might not work. But you guys call me, and I go to the system, and you should be going straight to the system.
Right.
So I can put together some different job descriptions,
Okay.
and you guys can decide which one you like. But ultimately, you're approving. If you do approve the executive assistant, I'll figure out a job description.
there is another way to handle it here. In certain issues, you have PD whereby you would have agreement where they would go directly.
Right.
Would be direct. So
Yeah.
it's not an either or.
Right, yeah, you know, I understand.
All right. I remember the one that used to be I remember the trouble we had with the one that used to be with the system.
Well,
Well, did they have a job description when that person was here, or did they just, I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what they did or not. That was before I came over.
you know, I think those are management situations and management decisions, and I know that no one likes having to say to an employee, you need to watch your P's and Q's, so to speak. But I kind of feel that if this is an employee of the county commission and or the prosecutor, that's what we have to do. That's why we're elected. And I don't like being in that position, but I also don't like being in a position where an employee is causing problems that I'm not even attempting to control. So,
That's why people get fired.
pardon?
That's why people get fired.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's more difficult with full-time employees, but you still have that option. But anyway.
Well,
How about it, how about this? How about if we table this pending Harry giving us some direction and options? And my thought anyway was at the beginning of the new fiscal year. Does that sound,
sounds good to me.
do we need a motion or just table it?
Table,
Okay.
table.
Right, it would be somebody's personality too. You have to have
What's that?
personality.
Well, that's all part of the hiring process, I think. And we would all be involved.
Good.
So,
Thank you, Rick.
and you would,
I put this on the agenda, maybe Ms. Kelly will go along.
guidance there?
Yeah,
Put on the agenda for next time.
next time.
Okay. Too
We
much
just
to
got
do.
bills to do right now, right?
Invoices, exonerations, budget revisions, and probate orders.
We got any public revisions?
Yes. Yes.
I'll be back. Going back.
I have